Hi Aquarius, we're going to be using Tarot of the Hidden Realm tonight by Julia Jeffrey. I'm going to look at your current love situation. So what's going on with Aquarius, please, in their love situation? Fixed air, January 20, all the way up to February 18. What's going on with Aquarius, please? Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. Interesting. So in this deck, the Three of Cups has a very specific meaning. I don't know if you've ever thought of a time, maybe one of the most, a favorite time of yours, something that just happened spontaneously without being planned, and it was really, really fun. And, I don't know if you can remember a time like that. When things just come together, it's sort of spontaneous and unplanned. It could be some kind of a get-together, a celebration, going out for a drink with someone, or just a coming together of you and someone that you love that wasn't planned, but it was just the right time at the right moment. This is the meaning of this card in that deck. So it doesn't mean a third-party situation in this deck. So the other thing is that it could relate to a Cancer. This is Mercury and Cancer energy. But I'm seeing that this relates to, I'm getting a sort of a premonition type feeling here. So something could be coming up for you where it's unplanned and you're going to have a good time. It's the idea is to enjoy the moment. I have no idea who this is with, but I feel like it's with a lover. So you might actually be, having dinner at a friend's house or something and get a text message from your person or something, and then you get together with them later. It's that kind of a thing. It's when it's that kind of a situation. I think you kind of know what I mean. Hopefully you do anyway. All right, so this is interesting. All right, let's keep going. I feel like this is just a little premonition there. It was just what was at the bottom of the deck, okay? So Aquarius, what I've decided to do is to get all the positions of a Celtic cross, but do it with splits. And I'm not going to lay the cards out. I'm just going to show you the splits as I go through. So I am asking about your love situation, and I'm going to ask, first of all, what the issue is, okay? Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck. All right. So for Aquarius's love situation, may I see the issue, please, for Aquarius's love situation? What is the issue for Aquarius's love situation, please? Okay, wow. So this is really good. First of all, what we have here are the equivalent of the Wheel of Fortune and the Chariot. But in this deck, the Wheel of Fortune is about good luck that is coming. It's when the Fortune Fairy comes out in this deck, it is an omen of good luck. The Chariot in this deck is associated with one sentence: it's time to make a move. So somebody may be trying to figure out how to make a move toward you. They may feel like it's time. Or you may just feel that this is coming, or you may be doing the same. There is good luck, and so we have the energies of good luck and time to take action meeting here. We have Cancer energy again with the Chariot, with the Fairy Stallion. And we have Pisces and Sagittarius energy with the Wheel of Fortune. All right, I'm tempted to clarify. Yeah, I'm going to clarify because it's a little bit general. I'm going to clarify using the regular deck. Could we please clarify the idea of good luck, the fortune fairy, and at the right time to take action, the chariot card, please clarify. Clarify, please. I'm going to let the split come out right here, whatever this is. Wow. Okay, Virgo and Pisces energy here. Yeah, okay, so I feel like someone is very focused on you, but they're feeling a little bit fearful. Look at the High Priestess underneath this. So you may intuitively feel this coming in. So a Cancer, Virgo, Pisces, and Sagittarius energy so far. Let's keep going. So I feel like somebody wants to take action. There's luck associated with it, but someone is also fearful and very focused on you. Someone may have also been spending a lot of time alone. All right, show me the challenge, please. What is the challenge? What is the challenge, please? Show me the challenge. What is the challenge? Here it is, right here. Ah, wow. Okay, this is really getting interesting. And this is starting to make a lot of sense. I feel like this is your person. Could be dealing with a Scorpio here. This person in this deck he has a fantasy, something that he wants to do, but he is paralyzed with fear. So I feel like your person is about to take action because it's paired with the time to take action. So the challenge, I believe, for your person is that they are paralyzed with fear. They may have been dreaming of you, or they may be fantasizing. 717, I just saw, and it stuck out for some reason. 717. So this person wants to take action. They feel that the time is right, but they're paralyzed with fear. All right, let's keep going. So that's the challenge. So the next position is a little bit general. It's sort of an overarching theme of the reading. All right. So what is the overarching, what is the energy that is sort of reigning this whole love situation? What is the overarching energy that is reigning this love situation? What is the overarching energy that is reigning this love situation? Why do I think this is going to be really cool? Oh, wow. Got to clarify this. We have to clarify this. First of all, we have Aquarius and Virgo energy here. We have Moon in Aquarius and Sun in Virgo. Now let me tell you what I think is going on here. So in this deck, the Seven of Swords is not associated with lying, cheating, or deceiving. What it is somebody who is tempted. They have to decide on a course of action, and they need to make sure that their heart and their intentions are aligned. So this person could be tempted to go about something in a sneaky way. So the idea is that they have to align themselves with their intentions and make sure that their actions line up with that, which makes perfect sense because over here, the Eight of Pentacles in this deck is all about someone who is about to embark on something. They're going to put a lot of work and effort into it. But this person in this deck has to make sure that their intentions are clear. So I feel that what's happening, I feel like this is the energy of your person. They may be, right now, this person could be tempted to go about things regarding you in the wrong way. But I feel like they're at sort of a choice point right now about how they're going to approach you. Interesting. All right. Now, I'm going to now look at the subconscious energy regarding this love situation. So it could go very good or very bad. All right. So what is the subconscious energy? I'm going to ask for the subconscious energy of your person. What is driving your person? What is in your person's subconscious, please? What is in Aquarius? It's right here, whatever it is. Again, there's the idea here of your person wanting to take action now. Over here, I feel could be your energy. So in this deck, you know how sometimes I talk about the Seven of Wands. So by the way, this is Mars in Leo, okay? So you could be dealing with a Leo or a Cancer here. This person here, what's happening is she has established, or he, whoever this is, has established certain ideals and rules for themselves. So it is like sort of putting up boundaries. But what's happening in this card is somebody is trying to question them or break them down. And in this card, this person is questioning their own boundaries that they put up. So it's interesting because what I feel is happening here is your person, there's an idea here, again, sort of an angsty feeling. This could be a person trying to come back in toward you. And the subconscious energy that they have is I feel like they're looking for a weak spot so they can break your boundaries down, make you question whether or not you should have put them up in the first place. Now, it's not necessarily bad. I think that also the idea here is to make sure that the boundaries that are put up are in fact valid. So the idea here could be that it may be your person on a subconscious level could know that you're starting to take down your boundaries. I'll just give you sort of an example. You know, if you feel like your person has treated you in an improper manner, sometimes you might block them. You know, and a certain amount of time goes by and for some reason, some night, you decide to unblock them. That's an example of what's happening here. It could be good, it could be bad, we don't know. But on a subconscious level, your person, I feel like they're very intuitive, even though they might not use it. But they feel that they're looking for your weak spot and they're feeling somehow that you may be either unblocking them or it might be time to take action because you're questioning your own boundaries. All right, it's fascinating reading so far. All right, now the next thing we're going to look at is the recent past. This is extremely important. All right. So for fixed air, for Aquarius, in this love situation, show me please. This deck is new, so I haven't used it very much. Show me what's happened in the recent past. Okay, so that card definitely wants to come out, so I may use that in addition to a split. Show me what's happened in the recent past. Show me what's happened in the recent past with Aquarius and their person, please. That's right here. So we've got 3. Recent past. Wow, quite fascinating. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, give me a momento. Wow, I'm loving this reading. What I'm going to explain to you right now is the meaning of each one of these cards, and I think you're going to be able to connect the dots quite easily. Over here in the middle, we have somebody who has recently discovered that they are feeling a new level of intimacy and they are very lost in that emotion. All right, it's a very deep emotion. Over here, we have somebody who is feeling desirous. Well, they're feeling a feeling of that they have a strong connection to someone in the past, a feeling of very pleasantness and somebody who makes them feel good in the present moment. So someone who feels good when they're around you, and someone who feels they just have this inner sense that the future, they're very hopeful about it. But it's all connected with this feeling over here. So if nothing has happened in the recent past, this would make sense, because these are all things that have happened on sort of a 5D level, right? So we've got this, but we also have this. In this card, we have somebody who is feeling something or discovering something that they have not felt before. They're feeling that a situation could be dangerous. They feel like if there is a misstep, if they make a mistake, if they try to move forward, it could really be disastrous. They're afraid. So either I feel like this is all either what's happened to you or what's happened to your person in the recent past. It could very well be your person. Now you might be here and they might be all three of these emotions here. But if you're wondering why your person hasn't moved forward in the past, it's generally because of this energy here. That while this person has an inner knowing that you are the one, you're the stable one, they feel good when they're around you, and they have this yearning they're hopeful for a future with you. What's triggered the fear here of a misstep is this, which is that they're feeling a new level of intimacy and they're kind of lost in that emotion. So I have seen this as a reader, and as I do a lot of personal readings, I can tell you that even if you may not be the type of person that has held back emotionally before, there are people who have such blocked heart chakras that they don't know when they meet someone that they're truly falling in love with. It's something very unfamiliar for them, and it can trigger fear. So they can be both fascinated and lost in a feeling for you, but because it's something they haven't felt before, they're feeling, they're not sure about the next step to take, because they're afraid that if they do something wrong, they're going to lose it, they're going to screw up. So this could explain, if your person hasn't taken action, this could be an explanation as to why. Okay, so this is the recent past. Now we're going to go to the very near future. Sorry, I forgot to tell you the astrological signs here. So we have Gemini energy here, Pisces energy here, and Virgo energy here. Okay, so we're going to go to the very near future. What will happen in the very near future? All right. Okay, so for fixed air, please, looking at the very near future, in this love situation, what can Aquarius expect to see happening in the very near future with this love situation in the very near future? Get ready, because here it is. Wow, my goodness gracious, this is so awesome. Wow, we have two major arcana, the Emperor and the Sun. Wow. So I'm just going to read you a direct quote from Julia Jeffrey regarding the Sun, just so you'll believe me about what it means in this deck. This card represents a gift. Don't question it. Don't worry about how best to use it. Just relax into it and be grateful. So it's also associated with an increase in pleasure and happiness. It's kind of like the feeling that you have. I mean, all of us have so many stresses and obligations. It's probably hard to imagine a time like this, but it's akin to imagining a time when a beautiful summer day when you have absolutely no cares about the past or the future. There is a total feeling of freedom and happiness. So that's what the Sun is associated with in this deck. And the Emperor, so in this deck, this represents somebody who is about to assert power, control, and action. And what he's doing, or she, whoever this is they are selecting their desired result, okay? And in this deck, this person is aware that what they're about to do will affect the lives of other people. So is it any wonder that what I feel is happening in the future is that your person is about to take action? They're feeling that the time is right. They're not worried about the past or the future. I feel like this is the feeling that you bring to them. But they are concerned about it somehow. Whatever decision is about to be, whatever action is about to be taken, it's going to affect you. It's a very, very good prediction of what's about to happen in the near future. I believe this is your person about to take action, or it could be you if you are the divine masculine or the divine masculine energy. You could be female as well. All right, and you could be the emperor. All right, now let's look at the tools. Sorry, Aries and Leo energy here. I forgot to tell you. All right, so these energies, whatever shows up here, these are tools. So it's what allows this to actually work. So it's an interesting position to be looking at. What are the tools? So this is a tool, I believe, for the overall situation, both for you and for your person. What are the tools in this love situation? What are the tools? What are the tools? There are a number of them coming out. Boy, this is going to be a little bit complicated, I feel. Okay, that one to come out as well. Okay. For some reason, that's associated with that. Okay, all right. Oh, this is just so fascinating. Just in case I forget, I'm going to read you out the astrological signs. Pisces energy there, a major arcana card of Pisces. Gemini, big time energy there. Aquarius energy there, Capricorn energy, and Pisces again. Now here's what I think this means. I believe that these series of cards explain exactly what's been going on between you and your person. You know how some people say that Aquarius sometimes seem a little detached. They're very misunderstood that way. I believe that this is your energy. You are right here and only here in this set of cards, because this person is misunderstood. She is very focused on analyzing things and what is best, what should she be doing, but she focuses sometimes a little too much on the analytics of things. Very, very, very good at logic, very keen at sussing out facts, but can be misunderstood because this page actually can be construed sometimes as being insensitive because they're being very analytical. Because a lot of you want to know, will something work before you want to invest in it. It's very like Aquarius to do that. I think that your person over here, these two energies represent your person, and right here and up there. This person, the King of Cups here, in this deck, this person has been through a very hard time emotionally, but you would never know it down here. But they're going to keep trying at love. So they could have been hurt in the past. You'd never know it. This is somebody here in the Three of Pentacles. This is someone who is determined to make something work. And they've failed many times. They're just going to keep going, keep trying, practicing. Over here is their energy now, I feel, which is they're going to just make a decision to follow through. All right? And up here is the fear. I feel that your person is having, it could be yours too, but I feel that it's more that they are unclear about you. They're afraid, and I feel that it's because they've sort of misunderstood you. But as a tool, it's that this person is going from over here to over here. They're going to persevere. They want to keep working at this, and they're going to push through this this fearful energy up here. So the tools, basically, I think, are that your person is going to not misunderstand you anymore, that they are going to push through the emotional fear. They're going to keep trying to build with you here. All right, you can reverse the energies if you like. Now let's go to the outside influences. I already told you the energies. Yeah, Gemini, Pisces, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces again. All right. So what is affecting? So these would be outside influences. These are things that are having an impact on your love situation. All right, so things to keep in mind. Again, this position that we're looking at next may help you understand what's been affecting your person, what's been affecting you, what's been affecting both of you. What are the major outside influences that have been affecting this love situation for Aquarius, and their person? What are the main outside influences? What has been influencing this love situation from the outside? It's right here. I may have to clarify. No, I don't. I know exactly what this is. So over here is someone who is making a decision, but what they're doing, this King of Swords in this deck can often overthink and apply faulty logic as a result of overthinking. He can also lose patience quite easily. Over here again is the need for this person. They want to build, but they need a clear end goal, a clear vision as to how they want to do it. So I think what's been affecting your love situation overall is somebody, either you or your person, who has been applying their own logic. They haven't been relying on intuition, and the overthinking and faulty logic has been failing them because they've been using this to drive. That's what they've been putting a lot of work into, basically overthinking, even though they wanted to build with you. I don't think they've been listening to you, because sometimes this King of Swords, he's gathering a lot of information before he makes decisions. But this kind of person, they might, instead of having one lawyer, they'll hire two. And then they might even pay other lawyers to get second, third, fourth opinions. And they're lost in logic, and it can really cause a lot of trouble and uncertainty. That is what has been affecting this situation, I feel. All right, let's go to hopes and fears. By the way, Virgo and Gemini energy here. Let's go to hopes and fears. Show me the strongest energies for hopes and fears. Whatever the strongest energy is for Aquarius's love situation. Hopes and fears. Strongest energy, please. Show me. Show me. So this came out quite easily. That makes sense. Wow. All right. So I feel that this is both a hope and a fear here. Somebody could be very fearful, very desirous of being together with you. The Four of Wands is a card of coming together, passion and joy. It's a card of commitment, marriage. So somebody could be very fearful of this and hopeful of it at the same time. I feel like this could be your fear. It's a fear of being in a state of limbo, that things won't change. But also, in this deck, this is someone who could be, what they could be fearing is looking at this situation of commitment from a new perspective. So it makes sense, and it truly tells you that this person does want commitment with you, but if things have been in a state of limbo, it's because they're afraid of looking at this from a different angle, even though it's something they desire. All right, now let's look at the outcome. We're just going to have to take it, whatever it is. I can't imagine that it would be bad, because this entire reading has been so good. All right, so by the way, Aries energy here, this is Venus in Aries, and this is a major arcana card of Pisces. All right, so in this love situation, what is the outcome, please? What is the outcome, please? Sorry, boy. What is the outcome for Aquarius's love situation? Okay, so that card really does want to come out. What is the outcome for Aquarius's love situation? What is the outcome? That is screaming to come out. Wow. Let's see what the other card is. Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay, give me a moment. So remember that the card that sort of fell out was this one over here. The energies in this deck that are associated with this card is someone who wants to try something new. They're feeling, they want to move towards something. They have joy and passion. They're also feeling optimistic. And they've got an energy that wants to move into a change is what this person wants. And it's fueled by trying something new, feeling passion, optimistic, and joyful. Justice is the next card, and I'm just going to read to you what this is all about here. If ever there was a time for self-reflection and utter honesty about your motives and intentions, this is it. You are being given an opportunity to change your direction, should you so desire. So there is a desire for change, and the ultimate outcome, it's just unbelievable here what we have. I'm going to read this directly from the book so you'll believe me, and I'm going to hold the card up for you. All right, so you can see what it looks like. It's a beautiful card. Sorry. The Three of Wands heralds the fruit of your passion, the successful realization of the goals you've worked so hard to achieve. The results are so much more than you ever dreamed. Creations of the heart always are. And the astrological signs here would be Libra, Sagittarius, and Aries. Aquarius, what an incredibly beautiful reading. Let me know if it resonates. I hope that it does. This is your outcome, so this will not have happened yet, but is destined to happen for those of you who are resonating with this reading. Okay, thanks for listening. Bye.